Welcome to At Home with Music, and this is the last video we're going to be doing on the circle of fifths for now. We'll definitely be coming back to this in future lessons as we continue on with From Ears to Fingers. So what we've done is we've constructed the circle of fifths. Let me erase that word chords for now. I got that's left over from the last lesson. There we go. I don't want to make sure I don't erase anything I don't want to erase. Squeak it, squeak it, squeak it. Anyway, there's our circle of fifths. We've dealt with these as individual notes in order to find them. We've dealt with them as chords in order to find the tonic, the dominant, and the subdominant, the 1 chord, the 5 chord, and the 4 chord. Now, this is also going to help you as far as key signatures. Now, you probably remember that in the key of C major, there is but one, well, actually not even one. There are no sharps and no flats. If you play the C major scale on your keyboard, it's just straight up the white keys. You don't have to hit any black keys in order to play a C major scale. But if you start on G, there are a lot of notes that are similar to both scales, but in order to make it sound right, you've got to put in one black key, and that happens to be F sharp. So, the key of G, you have in the key signature 1 sharp. That's a sharp, not a hashtag now. Now, if you start on D, there are still some notes that are similar to the key of G, but you have to add another sharp in order to make it sound right, and that would be C sharp. So now, in the key of D, the key signature contains 2 sharps. Can you see a pattern developing here? Well, you probably can. In the key of A major, 3 sharps. In the key of E, 4 sharps. I'm kind of writing sideways here, so it's getting pretty ugly. Key of B major, 5 sharps. And now we're at the key of F sharp major, where we're about as far away from the key of C major as possible. There's very few notes in common, and so this has 6 sharps. And then in the key of, well, we got to start from here and go backwards. Now we're going to get into the flats. So if you start on F and play a scale, in order to make it sound right, you're going to have to put in a B flat. So the key of F major has 1 flat. Can you figure out the rest of the pattern? Probably. In the key of B flat, you've got 2 flats. The key of E flat, 3 flats. The key of A flat, you have 4 flats. The key of D flat, there are 5 flats in the key signature. And then in the key of G flat, let's see if we can stick that down here, 6 flats. So now you use the circle of fifths to easily figure out how many sharps or how many flats are in each key signature, depending on what key you're playing in. Starting with C major, 0 sharps, 0 flats, and then on through the sharps, and then on through the flats. All right. That's it for this particular lesson on the circle of fifths. We will be coming back to this because guess what we haven't dealt with yet? Minor keys. Each one of these has a relative minor. And so we'll deal with those in a future video. But we're going to go on to some other things first so that you don't get too tired of the circle of fifths, because there's a lot to work with already just dealing with major keys. But we can't ignore the minor keys. They get a little bit more complex, a little bit more complicated, especially when we start dealing with minor scales. So stay tuned for that. But at this point, I want you to make sure that you understand what's going on here with all the major keys, all the circle of fifths, and everything that we've done so far. So once again, any questions, any comments, any problems you're having understanding this, please let me know in the comments, and I will definitely get back to you. Once again, like, subscribe, you know the routine, and thanks for watching At Home with Music.